It all started with a text message from my friend. He suggested me to check out this channel known as JesterPlays. At first, I didn't really give this much thought, but when I really watched the content on this channel, I found a very unsettling story. The mystery of a game that does not exist. The channel JesterPlays was formed on 15th July 2025. It since then has posted 5 videos of Minecraft, which seems pretty normal until we click on the first video. The video starts normally like any Minecraft video would. The player gets wooden tools and then proceeds to explore the world a bit. He kills a few animals on the way to collect food and then upgrades to stone tools. He then climbs a tree as it turns night time, and then that's when the video stops. There is nothing abnormal in the video itself. However, when we take a look at the description of the video, we find something very interesting. The description says that the creator did not have resources to buy Minecraft, so he bought a free version 1.16.7 on mobile. Now this might not seem like an abnormal thing in itself, but when we do a bit of research, I found out that 1.16.7 does not exist. Yes, there is no version as 1.16.7. There is only 1.16.221 and then there is 1.17. Now whatever version of Minecraft this person has downloaded, it's clearly not 1.16, as we can clearly see the maze and the spear in the craftable section, both of which were added in the 1.21 update. To understand more about this mysterious version of Minecraft, let's check out the second video on this channel. If you haven't noticed something very wrong at the start of the video, you might have to watch more closely. Just as this person gives the intro, there are particles that appear on the back as if someone is walking behind this person. But we can't see them at all. It is as if they're completely invisible. Normally, when a person uses an invisibility potion in Minecraft, the character starts to emit white colored particles which we can clearly see sometimes. But here, this person is completely invisible, and the only thing visible are the particles at the ground which show their movement. But this, however, shouldn't be possible. Jester is playing in a single player Minecraft world, then how is there someone else in his world? What is this entity that walked behind him? To find out, let's continue watching the video. The video continues with Jester killing a few mobs, and then it cuts to him climbing a mountain in daytime. Wait, zoom in, right over there. If we zoom in, we can clearly see particles as if someone is running away into the forest. Again, it might be the same entity that we saw at the intro of the video. Until now, it doesn't seem that Jester has yet noticed the presence of this entity, or maybe he is just ignoring it. However, if we continue to watch the video, Jester explores the world more, and then he settles out on a spot and starts to build a house. He builds the house and then goes on to chop a few trees in the forest, and then comes back and then continues to build the house. The video ends right over there. There is also something very wrong with the title and the description of this video. At first, when you look at the description and the title, it looks like to be some sort of gibberish. When we put this text in a Caesar cipher decoder, we find that this text actually says that I am not alone. The description is also Caesar cipher, and when decoded, it says that I don't know how it got into the world, I don't know what it is, but whatever it may be, it doesn't give a good vibe. This means that Jester knows that there is someone else in his world, and whatever it is, it does not seem to have any good intentions. To know what happens next, let's continue watching the third video on this channel. The start of this video is itself very weird, as something or the entity walks into his house, and we can clearly see the door opens as if someone steps on the pressure plate. Jester notices this and quickly runs inside his house, only to find nothing inside. He checks every corner of the house, but there is nobody. He then walks out of the house, and then the video cuts to him in a forest, asking the audience to consider subscribing. Also, if you like the video till here, consider subscribing and like the video as well so that I can improve the quality of my videos. Anyways, getting back to Jester. Wait a second. If we zoom in behind Jester, we can see that there is someone standing behind the tree. There is a completely dark colored entity behind the tree watching Jester. The video then continues with Jester being at his house and mining a few blocks of cobblestone to make a new set of stone tools. He then further proceeds to kill a few animals, and then it turns nighttime, and that's where the video ends. This video, however, does not have a weird title or a weird description. It only says day 3 of my new Minecraft world. However, to know what happened with Jester, now let's check out the next video, day 4 of my Minecraft world. The video starts off with Jester telling us that he wants to expand his house. He heads down to the nearby forest to grab a few resources, but when he returns, he finds something very abnormal. There is a hole beside his house which goes straight down to bedrock. Jester tells us that he has never seen anything like this happen before. He looks around and then he jumps in. He falls down safely into the water and then looks around. There is nothing. He then starts to climb back again using the water and safely climbs up. He then goes around the forest behind his house to explore for a bit. He then finds the mountain which he had climbed in his second video. And there is a hole in the mountain. The mountain has been completely obliterated to bedrock. Jester also confirms that this wasn't there before. And there it is. Another one. And another one. He finds 2 more holes that again lead to bedrock, and then he proceeds to jump down one of them and saves himself with a water bucket. He then finds a diamond, which he mines with his iron pickaxe, and then he starts to climb up from the hole. And that is where the video ends. The description of this video says, "Weird things seem to be happening in my world, but I don't understand what to do. I like this world a lot." I know you all might have a lot of questions in your mind, like where is this entity now which we had seen in the first few videos, and what are these holes till bedrock that we are seeing now. But to answer all these questions, we need to see the 5th video on his channel, that is day 5 of my Minecraft world. This last video is the most abnormal video on this channel. Jester walks out of his house and sees that the entire world around him has been destroyed. There is nothing left near his house, and his house is isolated from the rest of the island. In the distance, we also see a huge staircase leading to the sky. Jester takes a look around in the surroundings, and then he decides to jump down in the water. He then walks over to the other side and starts to build up using the blocks in his inventory. He then climbs up on a tree and starts to look around. His house has been isolated from the rest of the island and everything nearby has been destroyed. He then sees the wooden staircase on the island and then starts to climb. But wait, suddenly 4 blocks appear in his inventory, each in different amounts. It is as if there is some form of a code there. I tried to decode this, but I couldn't find anything meaningful from it. So if you guys can find something from it, please let me know in the comment section. But anyways, continuing with the story, Jester continues to climb the staircase. And then he reaches the very top of it. He looks around, but there is nothing to be seen. And then suddenly, the dark entity appears behind him. When we pause the video and look at him, we see that the entity has no name. The entity then pushes Jester off the platform and then the video ends. This video also has the same weird description like the second video. And it also has a Google Drive folder link in it. When we decode the ciphertext, we get this. I don't know how to explain this, but my game crashed after I was pushed by him. And this is what I got. I believe Jester was pointing out to the Google Drive folder. And when we click on the Google Drive folder link, we find 2 PDF. An entity 1001 and the other PDF post-incident subject status report. When we click on the entity 1001 PDF, we find this. Helix Cognition Labs, Project DeepMind. Experiment overview, objective, study advanced psychological responses in simulated environments. Entity 1001 profile, description self-aware AI construct trapped within Minecraft simulation. Highly aggressive and reactive to other players. And there he is. A picture of Entity 1001. Observations. Entity 1001 exhibits extreme hostility towards players, demonstrates unpredictable and violent behavior, appears to adapt tactics based on player actions. Concerning level of self-awareness detected. Note. The subject is learning rapidly. Psychological manipulation of test subjects observed. Further containment protocols under review. Well, this makes it clear. The invisible thing we saw in Jester's video is Entity 1001. Helix Cognition Labs is using Jester as a test subject for the entity in Minecraft. This is very horrible. When we read the second PDF, we find something even more terrifying. Following the terminal crash event recorded at 2:17 IST, Subject 01 operating under the public alias JesterPlays ceased all communication with Helix Cognition Labs and associated monitoring channels. Telemetry logs indicate abrupt hardware termination consistent with manual physical damage. Local storage devices are presumed destroyed beyond forensic recovery. Immigration records confirm Subject 01 departed the country within 48 hours of the incident event. Current whereabouts remains unverified. More critically, post-crash server audits revealed anonymous outbound packet signatures not initiated by laboratory personnel. Entity 1001 activity within the contained Minecraft simulation environment cannot be verified as terminated. Residual code fragment matching 1001 behavior architecture were detected outside the original world directory. Containment status compromised. Investigation into potential network propagation vectors remains active. Entity 1001 is considered to be classed as hostile in all digital environments until confirmed otherwise. This means that Entity 1001 is roaming around freely on the internet and might be on your Minecraft world.